Happy Monday, everybody! Hi, family. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. So, guys, I'm happy. It is a Monday. It means to me it is a new start. Whatever I did or didn't do last week doesn't matter anymore because I can improve my efforts this week. So, I hope that's the attitude that you're bringing to Monday. Okay. So, today, or rather this week, I want to focus on how to develop a peaceful life. Before you reject this, before you stop listening, please give me a chance. So today I'm going to focus on 3 things that I believe you need to know as you're starting on your journey to a restful, peaceful life. So the first thing that I think you need to know is that it is possible. I so believe you need to know this. It is possible for you to have a peaceful life. You know, when you are in a deep, dark hole, when things are just not aligning, when everything that can go wrong is going wrong right now, you might feel like I'm selling you a dream. But I want to tell you, from a person who's been in a dark hole and managed to, crawl my way out of it, I'm going to tell you it is possible. You know, when you are in a hole, you feel like every day you're sinking in deeper and deeper. You tend to start believing that there is just no way out until a point where you actually get out. Then you realize, actually, there's always a way out. But if you are in a hole right now, you feel like everything is a turmoil. You feel like you can't even think about a peaceful life. I'm going to tell you, you need to first start believing for yourself that it is possible. You don't need to know how it's going to happen. You don't need to know what's going to change to make it possible for you. The first thing that you can start doing immediately, wherever you are right now, in whatever situation that you're facing now as you're listening to this video, is that it is possible. When you wake up every day, look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, I see all of this that is happening in my life right now. But I'm choosing to believe that peace is possible for me. I'm going to go out there today believing that somehow in this chaos, I will find my peace. Do that every single morning until you start believing it. If you want, you can also do it just before you go to bed. Give yourself 5 minutes. Don't sit on your couch and watch TV until you are so drowsy that when you get to bed, you are out. 5 minutes before the normal time that you go to bed, go inside your bed and remind yourself that whatever it is that is going on, it is possible for you to have peace, even in that situation. When I'm saying it's possible, I don't mean that your everything will be okay right now. Your mess will go away right now. But I'm saying where you are, it is possible for you to have peace. And that is the first thing that I had to do. I had to believe for myself that it was possible. In 2016, that was a year where I really got into a deep, dark hole. I found myself without a job. I found myself without direction. I was married for a couple of years, but still had no child. I just felt like I was just a failure in everything. I mean, I couldn't even get myself to talk to anybody about how I was feeling because it was just too deep and dark. And I felt like the more I talk about it, the more I will make it worse. thing, when a switch happened, I started saying to myself, Lord, I don't know what's going on. All these things are too hectic for me. But one thing that I know is that a peaceful life is possible. That is how I got to a mindset of gratitude. Because, when you are in a deep, dark hole, it can be because of one thing. It can be because of two things or three areas of your life. But everything else is working out. But we focus so much on these three areas or on this one thing that doesn't work, that it sends you into a terrible hole. And the next thing you know, you can't get yourself out. Believing that it's possible for yourself and telling yourself out loud, look yourself in the mirror. I know it's going to sound ridiculous. You will feel ridiculous. But when you know what you stand to gain out of it, then you will do it. Because once you start believing it, then a mindset starts changing. You start seeing things that are going right in your life. The second thing that I need you to know as you're stepping into this journey to discovering where your peace lies is that it is not easy. It's not going to be easy. I always talk about how difficult it is to start a new habit, to get out of a mindset and enter into a different mindset, to start looking at things with a different perspective. That is difficult because you are trying to change from something that you've learned maybe from a young age. You've known that when calamity comes through, when disaster comes, the first thing that you need to do is get worried, talk about it, be anxious. Because if you don't look like you're worried, if you don't show anxiety, you are communicating the fact that nothing is wrong. So you are trying to prove, or at least we are taught to prove that we are really going through difficult times by looking anxious, by allowing ourselves to be worried. So trying to change something that you were taught by society indirectly is very difficult. You can't do it in a day, a month, a year, when it has been something that you've believed for decades. All your life, you've known that in order for you to show people that you are worried, that you recognize the intensity of the situation that you're in, is for you to be worried, is for you to be anxious, is for you to keep talking about it. So it's not going to be easy. Just like telling yourself that it is possible for you, you're not going to say it for a week and feel like it's possible. You might go the whole month of doing that exercise morning and evening and not feeling any different. But you have to keep doing it. Somewhere, somehow, a switch will turn on. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. So, it is not going to be easy. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Just know that this is not a 100-meter sprint. You are going into a marathon, a lifetime marathon for that matter. A journey to a peaceful life is a journey for a lifetime. So don't look at yourself after 2 months and say, I still don't feel any different. I'm still having anxiety. I'm still having worry. I still cannot just sit and not talk about my problems. Don't give yourself 2 months or 6 months. It's not going to be easy. So you need a lifetime in order to make sure that you find peace. The third thing that I want you to know is that you will commit to a lifetime journey. You understand that this is not an event that we're talking about. We are talking about a journey to a peaceful life. So it is going to be tough. It is going to take everything that is in you to get to that point. But you are committing at the beginning of this journey that you will not give up on yourself. I need you to know that you are going to need a lot of patience with yourself, a lot of kindness towards yourself, a lot of love. You are going to show yourself the kind of love that you've never shown yourself before, the kind of kindness that you only show to your best friend when they've got problems, the kind of patience that you show to your kids or to a friend that has been in your life but always manages to rub you the wrong way, but you're still friends right now. That's the kind of patience that I want you to commit to showing yourself. So as we start in this journey to developing a peaceful life, these are the 3 things that I want you to be aware of. It is possible for you in this current situation that you're in to find peace. Without any solution, it is possible at this moment, in this confusion, for you to find peace. Believe it. And the only way to believe it is for you to start hearing it. And you can only hear it if you start speaking it out loud. It is possible for me in this current situation to have peace. And that's the peace that I'm speaking to my heart every single morning, every single evening. The second thing that I need you to know, it's not going to be easy. Set your target as a lifetime target. It doesn't get better, but you can get better. You can have peace. It doesn't matter what's going to happen in the next year in your life. You can get better. You can have a peaceful life no matter what happens. As long as, number 3, you commit to being kind to yourself, to love yourself, and to be patient with yourself. It took a lot for you to be the person that you are, to worry as much as you are. You had to learn all of those. So now you need to teach yourself to be different. So that will take time. So you will need to show yourself a lot of love in order to find your peace. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach.